Good morning, beautiful friends. How you doing? Are you okay? Me neither. Let's get into it. So I made a video yesterday regarding not taking the bait for the Joker's espousing of all of this DEI nonsense. It got flagged for hateful behavior. You know me. That's what I'm known for, just being so hateful. But I think it's because I repeated the words that he used in his explanation, and therefore I'm the one that got flagged. That tracks. But I stand by my assertions. If you're interested in watching it, it's over on my YT place. But do not be distracted by what he is saying. In the wake of any tragedy, the first thing that anybody wants to do is to lay blame at somebody's feet. And first, we have to figure out what happened. We need to figure out why it happened. And then we can figure out who to blame for it. But it looks like on the outside, if you mess with the safety systems that we have in place that keep these terrible things from happening, and then they happen, 2 + 2 is 4. And it's incredibly reckless for everybody to blame this on the people who are the most vulnerable in our society. We all know that. Do not be distracted. Don't give them any oxygen. This is officially our last day that we're not in a trade war with Canada, and they're continuing to say that they're fully willing to shut off power to our northern states. And as a result yesterday, the press secretary from the Casablanca came out and said, those Canadians, they just want you to panic. But the Joker wants you to remember that Jesus didn't have electricity either, and he was fine. Jesus lived in the desert. He was in the Middle East. It was not Michigan in February. Like, are you so for real? Are you serious? My heart goes out to those people who are up there in our northern states. And you know what I'm putting on my bingo card? I think that when that happens, he's going to go, well, they should have just put in their tallies for me. And they're going to have to go, oh, sir, look, they did. And he's going to go, oh, yeah, I forgot. That's going on my bingo card. But if you are in one of those northern places, you need to prepare yourself because they don't care. And they're fully willing to let you face the consequences of his actions because we're not at war with them. They didn't do anything to us and we haven't done anything to them. The alternative to letting these people freeze, starve, and not be able to get to their workplaces because they don't have any fuel is to just leave them alone. But they're like, nah, we don't want to do that. The confirmation hearings for Poison Ivy started yesterday, and I don't know how far along that path they are or if she's been confirmed, but there are a lot of members of our intelligence community that are coming out saying that if they choose her, then those people are objectively not putting America's security first. Poison Ivy ran as the leader of Gotham City for the Blue Team back in 2020 before she promptly switched her party after she was flagged by our FAA and was put on a no-fly list. And that's because we know that she is in close cahoots with many of our adversaries, and her travel patterns were consistent with other bad actors. Nobody even did it. The algorithm did it. They're like, hey, whoop, you in danger, girl. And they didn't let her get on an airplane. But yeah, she might be the head of our C Indigo Alpha. But of all the people that they may or may not confirm, she would be the person that I would guess the most because she's not an XY of the alabaster complexion. And typically when people decide that they want to show that they're so serious, they're the first ones to go. But I think that that's just a lesson that she's going to have to learn the hard way. Who knows? Following the federal hiring freeze, the VA is experiencing much longer than normal wait times in processing the claims for our veterans that have been injured in combat. And so if you know somebody who is suffering or waiting for something like that, have them reach out to the Wounded Warrior Project and make sure that if you have somebody in your life who served for our country, that you give them a big hug today. Because any time that any of them are lost, let alone in such a public way, and then are used as a political pawn, it's really, really challenging for them. I know that my husband is just having a rough time because it's hard to be treated as equipment. A human being who's been treated as equipment for their entire career in the military and then have them also used as a political pawn while their families grieve their death is so beyond cruel. So if you're a veteran and you served for us, I just want to thank you for your sacrifices. I see you and I love you, and I am just so, so very grateful for you. And I'm so sorry that one of your brothers is being treated this way. You are the helpers, and we owe you our lives. Additionally, Representative Luna from the state of Florida said that, in the wake of all of this craziness, I've got something really important that I want to bring to the floor. I think that the Joker needs to be put on the face of Mount Rushmore. Yep. And so now Congress will get to vote on that. That tracks. People ask what radicalized you. For me, it was Mount Rushmore. Driving through South Dakota, stopping at all those cute little shops with these beautiful people and their rich history and learning all about it, and going to the Crazy Horse Monument, and then afterwards going to Mount Rushmore. Seeing the faces of the people who took their land away from them, carved permanently in stone for all of them to see forever. Yeah, even at 8 years old, that felt wrong to me. So having his face up there tracks. Is it dark enough for us to see the stars yet? So, Democrats, where's the line? Where is the line? Where is the bridge too far? Tell us. Where is it? When are you going to do something? All of the lawmakers, when are you going to do something? No matter what happens today, tomorrow, or the next day, you guys are my silver lining. I love you so much. Keep your eyes out for the helpers. Keep your eyes up and keep your feet on the ground today. I'll see you next time. Ta-da!